Stephen, I don't think anyone...
Then why are you not celebrating these cuts? If you agree there is waste, if you agree there is abuse, if you...
Every time this guy goes on TV, he's incredibly unhinged.
Know about this. They were fired. The agency had to rescind those terminations because these were employees who were critical to maintaining the nation's nuclear stockpile. So then who is it making those decisions of which federal employees are terminated?
I have been waiting for somebody to ask a member of the Trump administration about this exact case because I've talked about it on this show multiple times, and it's Stephen Miller, of all people, getting asked about it. We know that he's going to melt down within the next 60 seconds, but really quickly, this is important because the Trump administration tried to unfire nuclear safety workers but couldn't figure out how to reach them. Elon Musk, Doge, Donald Trump, they've been firing federal workers at a rapid pace. But what happens when you fire highly specialized, uniquely qualified, career federal employees who keep our nukes intact, who keep our nukes safe? The workers whose agency oversees the nation's nuclear stockpile had been fired on Thursday and lost access to their federal government email accounts. Let's see how Stephen Miller responds. I'm sure it'll be normal and healthy.
Well, in that case, the Secretary of Energy would be the one. So what you're describing with the cuts in the Department of Energy, those are directed by the Senate-confirmed Secretary of Energy.
Okay, so that was the Secretary of Energy's mistake.
Well, I wouldn't use the term mistake. I would say that it's pretty standard when you're downsizing government. You make cuts, you assess those cuts, you see who needs to be rehired, who needs to be kept, who needs to be
That's not what happened here, though, Stephen. You know that. They were rescinded. These aren't normal things. These were terminations that were rescinded.
I understand that even a temporary interruption in federal employment is a great crisis and catastrophe for you and for CNN.
All right, Stephen Miller tried to take a jab at CNN there, but he's just entirely wrong. Even a small disruption in the federal workforce, especially with nuclear facilities. I mean, we can just stick with this nuclear facility example. You can't just fire people who have had years or decades of experience making sure that things were safe, things were maintained, that the nuclear stockpile was in the proper condition, and then you can't just replace those people with temp workers, especially jobs that require that much expertise. But they've also fired people in aviation safety committees, and then they wonder why there are more plane crashes. They fired people in national security operations and all of these key positions, and then they act like there are no consequences. Even a temporary disruption, again, can be very, very bad. Let's watch this next clip of Stephen Miller.
Stephen, I don't think anyone...
Then why are you not celebrating these cuts? If you agree there is waste, if you agree there is abuse, if you agree there is corruption, why are you not celebrating the cuts, the reforms that are being instituted? Every day that no action is taken, the entire salaries of American workers that are taxed disappear forever.
Stephen, let's calm down.
This is not...
We're not having a debate.
There's no reason
about whether there are places...
Well, you are clearly trying to debate me, and I will be as excited as I want to be about the fact that we are saving Americans billions of dollars, that we are ending the theft and waste and grift and corruption, that we are stopping American taxpayer dollars from subsidizing a rogue federal bureaucracy that has been relentlessly weaponized against the American people.
Okay,
you
Stephen,
may not care about this issue.
I'm not talking about
your colleagues may not
there's
care about
not
this
an
issue,
area
but we care about this issue. The American people care about this issue.
They also care about privacy.
And the American public
All right, as always, I mean, Stephen Miller always does this thing where he's a massive drama queen the second he gets in front of the cameras, and he's doing that again here. He's very dramatic. He gets very, very mad, and he loses his temper. Yeah, he's dramatic, and everything he says here is wrong. So he does the thing. It's a classic talking point where he accuses CNN, he accuses Democrats of not being happy that abuse, fraud, and waste is being found and cleared out of our government, but that's not the case. Of course we want a more efficient government. I say this basically in every single video about Elon Musk. Yes, we want a more efficient government, but Elon Musk can't just unilaterally go in there with his little tech bros and begin to clear out government agencies. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Let's watch this next clip of Stephen Miller.
So who is in charge of Doge?
The President of the United States.
He's the administrator of Doge?
No, the Doge is what was formerly U.S. Digital Services. It's an agency of the federal government that reports into the executive office of the president.
Again, they're trying to pull this weird legal trickery where they're saying that Elon Musk actually has nothing to do with Doge. It's all just Donald Trump, because that helps bolster their court argument that this is all within the purview of the executive branch, when it's not. Elon Musk is doing this on his own, and that's the scary part. He is working out of Doge, which is something that was created through an executive order out of the executive branch, but they're trying to say that Trump is the one directing this entire committee,
which reports to the President of the United States.
Okay.
The way that Article 2 works is a president wins an election, and then he appoints staff, including myself, including Mike Waltz, including Susie Wiles,
yes,
including Elon Musk, and those staff report to him.
Okay, well aware. So Elon Musk, a week ago, answered a question about transparency at Doge. This is how he spoke about Doge.
Well, we actually are trying to be as transparent as possible. In fact, we post our actions to the Doge handle on X and to the Doge website. So all of our actions are maximally transparent.
I'm sorry, but really quickly, when Elon Musk says maximally transparent, keep in mind, just today we got this story. The Trump admin terminated privacy officials at agency overseeing government hiring and firing when CNN tried to reach out to get with a FOIA request on Elon Musk's security clearance. They said, hey, the entire agency that works on FOIA requests has been terminated. The Trump admin has quietly fired multiple members of the privacy agency and other officials from the office that oversees the hiring of federal workers and security. CNN was first notified of the firings at OPM in response to a Freedom of Information Act request, a FOIA request, for records related to the security clearances of Musk and anyone from the Doge department who had been granted access to sensitive or classified networks. So CNN was like, hey, I want to know what their security clearances are. We have a right to know that with the FOIA Act. And they said, quote, good luck with that. They just fired the whole privacy team. So keep that in mind when Elon Musk says they want maximum transparency.
Transparent.
So you hear him there. We post our actions. All of our actions are maximally transparent.
Yep, and then the language that he uses, our actions. He says our actions, and Donald Trump multiple times during that press conference says, your team, it's your team.
Of our actions are maximally transparent. Does Elon Musk know he's not in charge of Doge?
Again, the president runs the government, then the president appoints advisors, including Elon, including myself, including all the other staff here at the White House, and then those staff in turn execute the president's commands and directions to all the agencies of the federal government. This is how democracy works, something that we treasure in America. The whole American people go to the ballot box, they elect the president appoints staff, the staff then administer his orders.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is not going through the legal means or even attempting to go through the proper channels when reporting this fraud, waste, and abuse. Number one, he's not posting a lot of convincing information about it. But number two, there are proper channels you can go through to report this stuff. And it's not even that bureaucratic. You can get it figured out within a few weeks. Instead, Elon Musk is doing it behind closed doors. They shuttered the U.S. aid offices. They literally put cardboard over the windows of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They're doing this all behind closed doors, and I'll leave it with that. Stephen Miller is a man baby, but he's one of the most powerful people in the country, therefore the world, which is kind of scary. Drop a like, subscribe, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.